Okay, so Luigi Tramontana here again from Craft Animations. I am showing you the second part of this four-wheeler extended tutorial, and I'm in Max now, not in Maya anymore. And guess what? The interface is identical. There is not a single thing that differs these two now. And if you're in 3ds Max, Maya, in Windows, in Linux, it doesn't matter. It looks the same and it works the same. So therefore, it doesn't matter that I'm showing it in 3ds Max here. So, to continue this tutorial here, we just have to make the simulator know what the ground is here. And what do? Well, we grab this gravity direction mesh. Everything that is red is kind of a code to parent to something. So I grab this one and I link it to the ground, like that. That's all I have to do. Now the simulator knows what the ground is, and I will now hide the localist right there, and I will just press record here immediately and see what happens. Yeah, the car, and I push the joystick forward, the gamepad here, yeah, like that. Let's see what happens when I back it up here. There we go. There, very nice. Okay, so if I just rewind here and take a little look here, what happens frame by frame. Boom, you see there, you have the tire pressure parameter coming in there, and this is, we don't do the bulging per se. I mean, you have to do that yourself. You can do either by skinning skinning the tires somehow, or use lattice or FFD or whatever technique you like. You can even use our raycaster utility that you find right here, and if you do that, you can get this bulging, because, and the second thing that is nice about this is that you get this very realistic, when you go over a curb or something, it looks much more real. Now the second thing I want to show you here is quite interesting. You remember this angle that I was talking about here? That gives you this nice way of the wheel will actually, if I turn the wheel now, okay, so you see, I will get this angle here that is exactly how it looks like on most cars. And also you can see that the car is not static here either. It actually moves up and down when I turn the wheels, just as a real car does, due to this angle. Okay, so what I will do next here is to just show you the workflow. How do you work with our tools? Well, this is the main workflow now. I'll just get rid of that, and let's just roll here like that, and let's just do a donut here. How do I do a donut? Well, I just press my right thumbstick, because everything in Craft Director Studio here is feature driven. So if I press the donut, then it starts burning out with full control. Nothing difficult about this. Just release it and it continues. Okay, so we have nitro, or booster as it's called, like that, and we have skidding. So I press the skidding button here now, and we start to do some rally driving here along the, it's in the sands here, say. So that's how you skid through the curves like that and do this rally driving here. And we also can skid brake, the handbrake, and I do it once here. There we go, and we can continue. And if I pump the skid brake, look what happens then. I push many times, it's like ice, right? And I can just continue from there and skid brake again, like that. So I can do some really cool stuff. And let's pretend I wanted to come in for the end here, and I miss it all after 4,000 frames of animation. Well, I just stop it right there and rewind. Look at this now. I come here, and I really like that end part here, but I wanted the car to come in for a skid brake nicely at the end here. So I just hit record here, because it continues seamlessly. You grab your device and there it starts recording. And I miss it again, but that doesn't matter. You don't press stop this time, you hit undo. Now you can either hit this one or you press Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z, it rewinds and continues from the exact last part I continued from last time. I hit Ctrl Z again, and this time I think I will make it. No, I will not, because I have perhaps I need to be a little bit more skillful here. So I go to the slow motion factor here, and increase it to say 2, then I will have sort of a relative increase in my reaction time. I hit undo to go to the last time I stopped and hit record again. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's so slow here right now. Yes. And I come in there, but everything is much easier this time, right? So I come in and I do my skid brake. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so what do I do now? Well, I hit stop here and then I shout for my boss, hey, come over here, look at this fantastic animation. Or you talk to your director, or you talk to your customer. Listen to this. Your customer comes by and he says he loves everything, the donut, everything, the burnouts, the skidding, everything was fine except this skid brake here at the end. He would like it to be very much more, he would like the suspension to be like lousy, because he would like this to be a funny ending. And in this case I would actually skin the wheels here with skinning techniques so that I can bulge my chassis here, my car body, when the wheels penetrate here soon. But look at this, I go to the end, because when I do something that you will be so amazed of, I rewind here and look at this now. I come in at the end and guess what I do? The customer said he wanted much worse suspension. Well, I have this resimulation here. That's the magic word, resimulate. So I go into the suspension parameters here, and he said much looser, so I'll make it 1/10 of what he said, and that will make it really, really loose. We also increase the maximum angles that the car can have here. That's important to get it more wiggly, like that. And what do? I resimulate the whole thing here. Bang! Now look at this. It resimulates from this point in time to the end of the timeline here, and look at this now. Here is your customer's dream come true. So it's not exactly the same route, obviously, but it's not big a difference. And if you use the autonomous mode that I will show you now, this will be almost identical, the route that it will take. So let's rewind here and check out the autonomous mode. I grab my, so this is the key to the autonomous mode. This is the target mesh. The target mesh, a green cross. Let's just do some fun stuff here first. Look at this. I go into the four-wheel extended, and by the way, the resimulation you can do with any parameter, any physical parameter, and it will change everything. You go into the autonomous mode here and you check this checkbox here. That means that it will start following this cross automatically. Okay, look at this now. Boom, 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 and I move the cross over here, and guess what the car does? It follows the cross. And okay, I see that the suspension is still real lousy down there, and I move it back here and it backs up, takes the optimal path to that cross right there. Alright, so guess what I will do now? I will use my path here, and what I would recommend you strongly is to take a look at the Spline Speed Controller Turbo tutorial here in this list, and you will be amazed of how much work that relieves you of, because that's an amazing tool. You keyframe with velocities instead of positions on the spline. Check that out. So check this out. I just go into the constraints here, path constraints. In my eye it's a motion path, doesn't matter, this is just an ordinary spline. And let's see, I don't want those two keys, that was created for some reason, yeah. So move this down to say 600 there somewhere, and hit record. And this is what happens. Right, so it is a little bit slow right now. I would actually choose the, the preset here, some autonomous presets, and I would choose tight, because tight makes it much closer to that end here. And I hit record, and guess what I can do? I can even grab my joystick now, and while this fellow is following the cross here, I can actually deviate from this path with my gamepad in real time. So if I have 10 different cars following, you see, I'm actually deviating from the path here with my input device. And if I have multiple cars following each other, I can have such a cool car race that it's unbelievable. And that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you loved it, and good luck with all the things you will do with this tool. Bye bye.